Occasionally there was still some resistance, but more and more of our opponents gave up inside. They didn't produce on this map anymore, started to engage on other maps long ago and forgot to set flags here more and more often. The player general in particular kept bringing groups of Gazelle helicopters to the defense or even GEPARDs. Since PREUSSEN always attacked as a team, he could do little because by now General often was almost the only BIGREDONE player who was still actively engaged. Thus his attempts were doomed to failure from the start. PREUSSEN was now able to rack up enormous contingents thanks to the large group limits. Especially the many groups of PUMAs sped up the base battles a lot. This also reduced the amount of cannon fodder per base attack. If then, in the middle of the fight, General TAURUS and RICK attacked, so the Alliance PREUSSEN could intercept that well. The attack was so unstoppable. In the meantime, Joe, Paco and Enrico had made it a habit to always have some Vulcan bombers as well. These were then a final accelerator at the end of the base battle. Unfortunately, every now and then there were also players at PREUSSEN who stopped here, for example, to be able to concentrate entirely on Desert Order. Their bases were quickly retaken. Actually, BIGREDONE knew what to expect when they intervened in an ongoing base battle. Yet they kept trying the same way with a numerical inferiority. This made base attacks less and less exciting, and it became more and more difficult to motivate the own team every night. If the attacked player was online, like here for example Taurus, defensive towers were still built, but even if this meant destroying 2 more towers, it didn't change the outcome of the battle. It must have had a very frustrating effect on our opponents, because the resistance gradually became less and less. Qatar occasionally tried to impress our Gazelles with swarms of Su-9. This would be the right thing to do in principle, but not even that would help against clear numerical superiority. Ferret was obviously having problems by now due to his greatly reduced military points. Out of embarrassment, he built Katyushas. As good as they are in Desert Order, these units suck in base attack force. Little firepower and little range make them useless units, but they also require very few military points. all other players of Big Red 1 slowly limited their defense to flagging, only General remained active and routinely sent his daily production of Gazelles to suicide every night. As General lost his bases, his resistance weakened as well. Slowly, Big Red 1 probably began to realize that Map 24 would be lost for good. What started as the ejection of a supposedly inactive player seems to have ended up as the loss of an already completely conquered map.